Recently, the number of COVID cases in Malaysia is exponentially rising. In order to stop the spread of this virus, movement control order was implemented in Malaysia. One of the rules and regulations of the movement control order is the prohibition of interstate and inter-district travel. This means that people who want to cross the borders have to apply for inter-district or interstate travel documents. However, a number of cases have occurred where people have faked their documents to travel across the border.
So, to solve the problem, we have invented COVID card. COVID card aims to prevent people from faking their document when travelling across the district or state border so that people will not cross the border for unnecessary reason. COVID card replaces the use of document when crossing the border. The police will update the approval into the system which is in sync with the COVID card. This will allow the person to cross the border. The border will have a booth with automatic barricade which the person is required to scan their COVID card there.
The COVID card doesn't just help in dissolving the fake documents issues, it also has some other benefits as well. Firstly, the police officers who are at the booth doesn't have to come into contact with the person who crossed the border. Why? Because instead of having their documents checked by the police officers, they easily scan their card without having close contact with the police officers. This will reduce the risk of the police officers of getting infected by COVID-19. Secondly, the police officers can impose compounds and give approvals through the system. This will reduce the environmental pollution as there are no paper use. Besides that, it is more easier for the police to keep track of the data of that particular person using that system. And lastly, if the person doesn't pay for the imposed compound, they cannot cross the border because their COVID card is deactivated. This means even though they are vaccinated, it is not eligible for them to cross the border.
Other than that, any individuals who crosses the border can go against the rules of interstate or inter-district travel. For instance, individual extending the date of return without the approval of police officers will be easily detected because the gate will not open for them. It also saves time as people do not have to show documents when crossing the borders.
As you can see, when the card with no approval is scanned, the barricade will not open. On the other hand, when the card with the approval is scanned, the barricade will open. The LED lights up every time the card is scanned. When the card with no approval is scanned, the system will state that its access is denied. However, when the card with approval is scanned, the system will state that its access is granted.
For a better option and a safer world, COVID card is the solution.